The only other Duck Hunt I know of locally is Pocket and Shoals.
Huh.
So that's a character you don't see a whole lot. So good to see one make it this far in bracket, though.
But yeah.
Getting right into game one, though.
Yeah, Jin starting out strong, very aggressive opening dash attack into Imagination, as Aegis is wont to do, especially under
the Aegis Classic, pretty much.
Yeah.
You can roll your face on the controller and get a combo out of it usually with that character.
Yeah. Obviously, going to be a little bit harder to actually get those types of combos with Pyra.
Right.
Kind of curious that he's actually gone with Pyra right now, but he's looking for that little bit of extra damage. Might be costing him, though. Sejong's actually taken the lead in the interim.
That's right. Ooh, okay, the can gonna explode right in their faces, keep them apart. Sejong seeming to do a pretty good job just keeping a good distance between them and Jin. But off stage.
Nice use of the, I don't actually know what Pyra neutral B is called now that I think about it.
I used to know. I used to know it, and I've immediately forgotten it, but whatever it was.
Yeah. It was very well used, good threat.
Yep. Taking that first stock off of Jin, or off of Sejong. Yeah.
A little bit after that, but, you know, still somewhat relevant. Either way, Sejong's still put right back into disadvantage again. Jin sticking with the Pyra for now, just trying to eke out as much damage as possible, and I guess he's identified that the heavy hits in Pyra are a little bit easier to just land than combos that Mythra's more used to.
Right.
I definitely think Can has a little bit of a part in that. It's actually a frame 1 escape option.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's scary. So, going to be taking the stock with the dash attack anyways.
Right.
Can or no can, Sejong ends up in the blast zone.
That's right.
And right now, Sejong just looking for any sort of answer. Can't find the skill on this first stock.
Definitely not. Jin just there, running into that can. We'll take that trade, but can will spell the end of that first stock for Jin. But bit of a mountain here for Sejong to catch up with.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to start by putting Jin off stage again, setting up the edge traps, hits him with a little bit of the fragments of the clay pigeon, tries to use the can to escape, but ends up getting comboed right back into it. Jin tacking on damage wherever possible by any means necessary. And he looks to keep it going. Combos out across the stage. Sejong answers back with some combos of his own.
That's right. And as we can see here, Jin trying to find an option just to close out this game one here. Side B not gonna bleed into a whole lot. Back air, get him off stage.
Yeah. Jin keeping up the pressure. Sejong trapped in the corner, and eventually, I couldn't even tell what that move was. I think it might have been like Nair or Fair or something. That's the only thing I can think of that sends at that particular angle. But whatever it is, it's enough for Jin to take game one.
It was a really strong move coming out of Pyra, so roll a dice, it's one of them.
Yep. For all we know, it could have been that neutral B that we were wondering.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I was right, it was just really early.
Either way, this is top 32, but specifically it is the round of 32.
That's
so
right.
This is the last best of 3
That's
set.
right.
That,
Jin, one game away from closing it out here. Sejong opting to go small battlefield. Interesting choice. I feel like if you're Duck Hunt, you want all the space you can between the two, as opposed to trying to make it even closer, because obviously small battlefield, much smaller stage, less room for you to run around and throw out your projectiles.
You know, it seems like Duck Hunt is a type of zoner, but because he has a lot of zoner tools. But the way that Sejong's playing him is almost more of a really aggressive trap character.
Yeah,
using the can, using the clay pigeon, Gunman sort of as just like an extra zoning option when necessary, but for the most part, they've all just been tools for Sejong to lead into combos with. And Jin has done a really good job of disrupting that playstyle by just sorting his way through the traps.
Yeah, Pyra definitely kind of has that option of just being able to invalidate a lot of what Duck Hunt has. Good up B, catching that, I believe that was neutral get up.
I think it was as well. Either way, really good read out of Jin. Gets the up B, takes the first stock, looking to pick up right where he left off, and Sejong just can't quite find an answer.
Trying to get a grab, trying to get something started here. Get a little bit more percent on Jin before they lose another stock here.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. If you're not going to play Duck Hunt like this trap character, you need to have or excuse me, if you are going to play Duck Hunt like this trap character,
Yep.
you need to be able to set up your traps. Otherwise, you're kind of just left with these 1-2 piece combos.
Exactly right. Not able to get a whole lot out of what you do when you do win neutral.
Yeah.
But able to avoid that back air, sent right back off stage. What's the option?
Yeah, Sejong opting to stall on the ledge as long as possible, middles around a bit, and ends up paying the price for it. Back air coming out from Jin, going to take it. Sejong already on his last stock right now.
Jin just kind of tearing through so far these first 2 games of top 32. Not showing that he's not really afraid of what Sejong has to throw at him, whether it be can, clay pigeon, the guy with the gun, just kind of putting him down.
Yeah. And it's really important to note, Jin has shown that he's doing a really good job of not only adapting to what Sejong is doing, but invalidating it altogether. And that's just
right.
a really scary thing, especially when you're used to playing a character that might matchup check some people.
That's exactly right. Jin showing that he doesn't care how funky your character is, he can still handle it as best as he can.
Yeah.
49% on the second stock though. Sejong getting a little something started here.
Yeah, Sejong's definitely done a good job of adapting. It's just Jin's options are continuing to just beat out Duck Hunt's.
That's right.
And Jin is keeping his own intentions relatively murky. Like, we know he wants to approach, we know he wants to play aggressive, but he's done such a good job of mixing up his options that it's been really hard for Sejong to actually figure him out.
Exactly right. And that is going to be very hard for him to come back from, especially against Pyra. But that can send Pyra away. That was a really smart use of can right there.
Yeah, Can really doing a number on Jin's chances of an edge guard right there.
That's right.
Sejong using the can just to put himself in a better position.
That's exactly right. But once again, we've seen this one before. Sejong off stage. What's the option here? Jin holding shield, doesn't want to get hit by can, playing really patient.
Sejong has done just such a good job of mixing up how he sends this can at people. Sometimes
right.
it's been just the neutral B shooting the can over and over again. But other times it's been a type of can throw that can actually go back. And that's done a really good job of keeping Jin on his toes this second game.
And we're seeing here Sejong's doing a really good job of avoiding anything from Jin, really. That can gonna take that stock, actually. 168 is gonna be rough, but so long as Jin stays on Pyra, this is hard. This is, you know, I think he's taking advantage of how slow Pyra is, and Jin thinks that too, with the switch to Mythra.
Yeah.
We share a brain cell, clearly.
Yep. All swords have
But
like one
they
brain
don't
cell
share
tops.
a win, unfortunately. Jin taking that game too pretty cleanly over Sejong. Sejong, though, doing a good job that game too of adapting to Jin's playstyle.
Yeah. No, honestly, just really good stuff by Sejong throughout that second game, but